Bienvenidos, Erika aquí de regreso con otro video. What's up everyone, Erika here and I'm back today with another video for you. Today I am so honored to be celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. I quickly have to give a shout out to Christine over at Magic Wishing Star for asking me to participate in this collaboration. Me and a bunch of other Hispanic Disney YouTubers decided to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month by just creating some type of video honoring our heritage and our background, and I was so happy to participate. I'm very proud of being Latina, and it is something that I would love to incorporate more into my channel, but it's kind of hard to do it organically, so this really did give me an opportunity to kind of bring a little bit of it here on my channel, and I straight up went wig and bustier on all of you guys.
She went bustier to the wall, let me tell you.
I went busti caca all over, y'all.
She needed a Texan for this look.
To make
it more authentic.
Yeah, I'm not from Texas at all, so I needed somebody to bring in that little,
it's
the
a
southern,
Texas thing.
it's a Texas thing. Yeah, it is. So my best friend Sarah is here visiting me from Texas, so she is here with me throughout the video. You might hear her pop in and out every now and then because she's so graciously just literally sitting doing her own makeup while I am filming this video for you guys. I did use the newest collection or collaboration that MAC did with Selena & Co. I will be using the eyeshadow palette and the lipstick in this tutorial, so if that is something that you are interested in seeing, let's roll the footage. So for today's video, if you couldn't already tell by the description of the video, I am going to be doing a tutorial transforming myself into Selena Quintanilla. Unless you've been living under a rock, I'm sure all of you know who Selena was. She was the princess of Tejano, the princess of Cumbia. Like, they call her all kinds of different things, but Tejano music was really what she was the queen, the princess of, if you will. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick little glance of the palette. I do own some eyeshadows, the bronzer and the blush from the first edition of the collaboration that Selena did, well, her family did with MAC. The purple packaging, I am way bigger of a fan of this packaging, so I will say that right off the bat. MAC did an amazing job, so it is kind of reflective, and they have the rose imprint right on the front. It's just enough, it's plain, but it's got pizzazz to it, so this already captured my eye. But we have the bustier. Like, not only is it just the bustier, but they did it with a little cow print on it as well. To me, there are so many things that embody Selena or represent her, like her, iconic red lipstick, the fashion trends, but if a bustier doesn't say Selena to you, I don't know what will. So this was just amazing. Of course, I will be showing you the lipstick as well, but as far as the collection goes, I only have the eyeshadow palette and this lipstick, so that is what I'm going to be using today. I'm gonna give you guys a little glimpse of the palette before I get into it. You have been warned, you guys. This palette is just amazing. So the way that they did this, of course, we have the little paper, the little film cover that is there to protect the eyeshadow is actually a little film of Selena. So I just love this. And the first one did not have anything like this. There she is, and MAC with Selena, the little collaboration title on the side, and she's wearing the bustier that they've designed this after. It's just, look at
that. Is so cool.
Like, what am I gonna do with that? But I need it somewhere.
No, you need to
display it somewhere. If any of you are following along with this tutorial at home or recreating this look, here are the shades that the eyeshadow palette comes with. MAC always does a phenomenal job with the inclusion of the shades that they give you in a mini palette, I think. But I will say, one thing I almost always have a problem with MAC is they never give you a brow bone highlight shade. Almost never, and that's kind of the same to be true with this. I would never use any of these two on my brow bone. This one maybe It's kind of like bone white color. I'm gonna try to be super in depth with like what I'm using and tell you guys the technique that I'm doing as I go. So I did want to quickly shout out this brush. If you're new to my channel and you haven't seen me do a makeup tutorial before, this is my favorite blending brush ever. It is like the name of the brush is actually rubbed off. So this is a Sigma E40. It is my favorite blending brush. I swear, trust me on this, it will do half the work for you. So just trust me on this. Yeah, so right now I'm just taking that like white neutral shade and I'm kind of just dusting it all over the lids for the sake of the video and just for time purposes. I did my eyebrows and I set my concealer and everything like that off camera. So if you can see that that's kind of done up, I just didn't want the video to be super long. So now I'm just placing this eyeshadow all over my lid and I'm bringing it up kind of right beneath my brow bone. Again, I'm still just using my E40. So I also did think to use only MAC products just because a lot of, obviously the collection is from MAC, and if you are wanting these, I wanted it to be all like easily accessible to you guys. So obviously this palette I don't believe is available anymore, unfortunately.
Unless you pay like a butt ton on eBay.
On eBay, yeah. So I did want to talk a little bit about Selena and the impact she had on me growing up as a girl, a Latina, if you will. I loved the movie and I do correlate Selena a lot with my stepmom. Like I do have memories of me being really young and watching the movie nonstop with my stepmom. It's just the movie for sure, but the music, that's really the fact of the matter, is the music. Like she just, things that I feel passionately for, it's kind of difficult for me to like articulate the way that I'm feeling about it. So I'm gonna try to do my best here, but it's very empowering to see that she was so young and just really went after her dreams and nobody was gonna tell her otherwise. Regardless of her gender, regardless of her culture, regardless of what her parents thought, I think that that is something that women overall, it's a very, I don't know, we're supposed to be, I don't know. I don't wanna like dig myself in a hole here. Like we're not, I wanted to say we're supposed to be submissive, but you know, she did what she wanted to do. She went after a dream that is so, I mean, granted, her dad kind of pushed her a little bit to start the Selena y los Dinos and all that, but
he also pushed her to do it his way.
Right. And she did. Like, you know, I will say, I can relate to the fact of like when she was younger, growing up in the culture that she did, she was very like Madonna. She grew up liking Madonna, so she wanted to cross over more into like American pop culture. And her dad was like, no, you're gonna sing in Spanish and you're gonna do this. And it made her, there was friction. She wanted to resist, but the older she got, she became more and more proud of her culture and wanted to be more like, I want to make my people proud. Like, I feel that. Like, I completely value that so much that she, towards the end of her career, or the end of her life, unfortunately, she was still, her culture was very prominent in her life and the way that she moved forward in her career. Overall, whether it was with fashion or her music, I just think that it's very admirable. I kind of did like a whole step without telling you guys. So here I am using a Morphe brush. It doesn't have the name on it, but it was just in one of the kits. It's a fluffy blending brush. Here it is. Honestly, this step, you don't need to be too precise on it. I'm using this kind of camel shade here over the shade that I just laid down, and I'm blending it up into my brow bone. I love having a shade like this on my lid. I think if you go too hard with any eyeshadow color, even if it's a bold one, you're always able to blend it out a lot easier if you do that.
What's your favorite Selena song?
Ooh. Okay, well, like a little like bop moment. El chico del apartamento 512. I love that song. I love that song, and La Carcacha. Because it's like, of course I love Como la Flor and Bidi Bidi Bam Bam, but it's like,
no, I know what you mean.
There's just things that I remember growing up. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Like
I
there's just something else about it.
I would like to say I'm not Latina, but I'm from Texas.
In case you were confused.
So I have a big appreciation for Selena. I remember where I was when she died.
You do?
Uh-huh.
And?
I was in a hotel room on my way to Corpus Christi.
No.
Yeah, I was. We were going to SeaWorld.
Oh, and then how was it? Did you go? How was the city?
And it was, I just remember driving through and there were roses like everywhere.
Oh my god, I'm getting the chills, like my body.
No, we were literally like as a family watching it on the news in the hotel. I'll never forget that.
Yeah. I decided I'm gonna do a little bit of like a halo eye. So what I'm doing still with that Morphe color and that camel transition shade, I'm kind of blending it in here from the inner corner and connecting it up to my crease here. It's just gonna make the same thing. Like we're gonna be blending a lot with halos. I feel like a lot of people don't spend enough, with any eyeshadow look, I feel like a lot of people don't spend enough time blending in, and it just,
Hi, I'm a lot of people.
I've been personally victimized by Erika DeOcampo.
By halo eye looks.
Okay, so this is another brush that I wanted to mention to you all. It is my MAC 217, and I am not just saying this because this is like a MAC heavy tutorial. This is a really great brush. This is it to the side. You can see it's kind of like tapered on the edge. So with that, I feel like I can really disperse the color exactly where I want it, but then it works really well as a blending brush as well. I would have to think, because I'm trying to think of like my favorite emotional slow song.
I can't remember any of the freaking titles of the songs half the time. And I don't speak Spanish, so half the time I think I know, and then I'm like, that's not the words at all.
Do you want to know the story that like really just shows how Mexican I am?
Absolutely, I do.
I was, and you know what the thing is? It's like, you're not Mexican, but you love Selena. Like it isn't, so many people know Selena. Like that's what's great about it. There's a lot of Mexican or Hispanic artists that nobody knows, or like no one really knows their music, even if they were in Spanish. Like I feel like that's very something that Selena did.
Absolutely.
So with that, like about 3 years ago, my mom went to school. Like my mom graduated from college, and I went to go watch her graduation in Seattle. And we went to a bar. This was like 4 years ago, okay? So it's not like I was like 10 when we went to a bar. And they had karaoke. And I was like, oh my God, they have like 2 Selena songs, right? It was poppin', okay? It's like college town. Yeah. And I was like, cada vez que no ve, and it was like crickets, crickets, crickets. It was so bad, you guys. Like nobody knew any, like everyone was like, it was the most,
Texas?
It was the most record scratching moment of my life. Like I was surprised because I'm like, okay, I don't feel like this is something that's so, and it was literally Como La Flor or Bitty Bitty Bom Bom.
That's what I was saying. You picked one that was like,
those were the only 2 songs available. So I was like, okay, these people know. It was so embarrassing. I was so embarrassed. Cause you know, like I would never do that. I would never just go and do karaoke, but it's like this place is like, everyone's like having a great time, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like hyped, and they're like, boo, get this Mexican off the stage.
Favorite Selena outfit?
Oh my God, these are hard questions. Like my favorite Selena outfit, I love the pearl bustier. I know we talked about it, but I love pearls. All right, you guys, so I am moving on. As you can see, I did that red shade kind of in the outer V, and I brought it in to the inner corner, just a teeny bit, right above the inner corner. I'm moving on with a Sigma pencil brush. This is an E30. Again, if you guys are interested in these brushes, I don't have a coupon code or anything for you like that because I'm not legit, okay? I'm Latina, but you know what? No one ain't calling me to do any collabs. So,
not yet.
Yeah, I'll just be here holding my breath. But what I wanted to say is, I will tell you guys, I'll be honest, Sigma brushes are expensive and you cannot just go on and buy a E40. You have to buy some sort of kit. This one is another good one. It's a little pencil brush. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna focus this on the inner corner because I feel like I've said halo eye. If you don't know what a halo eye is, it's when you use one shade on the outer and inner corner, and then you place a different kind of like, usually it's like a sparkly shade on the center of the lid, creating a halo effect around the eye, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to clear that up in case you're watching this like, Erika, don't assume I know what a halo eye is. Like, sorry, girl.
Me. What brush would you recommend if they can't get a Sigma?
For what, a blending brush?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. I know a lot of people love Morphe. I do like them, but if anyone sits there and tells you that they don't have fallout, they absolutely have fallout.
Oh, 100. I can show you. Look. Okay, I use Morphe brushes because I'm cheap. Let's be real.
Can I show them? Yeah, of course.
Do you see the bristles popping out? I'm literally showing you a brush I just used, but there's like a bristle on top. Fall out like crazy, they shed, and the fallout from the eyeshadow is intense.
But that's what I mean. So I am the kind of person that if it's a Sigma blending brush that I use all the time, like I'm willing to spend a little bit more money on my brushes because I want good quality stuff, and it's not something, I feel like Morphe brushes, I will throw them away and buy new ones. I will never have to throw, I mean never is a little bit dramatic.
But like how long have you had them?
For like since 2014.
Yeah.
So I love Sigma, I love MAC. Another brand that I know that is really good are the Smith brushes, but I've never tried those.
Have you used the Sonia Kashuk brushes?
Yes, I have a couple. I like her eyeliner brush, but they are rough. Like it's not comfortable. Yeah, they're okay. They're just okay. Okay, one brand that I do love is RealTechniques. The brushes are good, but I will tell you, I like their face brushes. Their eye brushes are just okay. I don't love them. So I'm gonna try to zoom you guys in for this so you can see where I'm placing this down. But if you can see, I've left room on the lid. So what I'm doing is I'm focusing the like pointer part of the brush with the shadow on the inner corner, and that's where I lay down the majority of the product. And then I just push it out just a teeny bit. I don't wanna focus any of this on the lid because we wanna leave that for the bright shade that I'm gonna be using. Okay, you guys, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm definitely going in with this. I think I'm gonna go with this one that's kind of like a coppery shade. I don't really wanna do the pink one here, but I am gonna swatch it for you just because why not? So I just rubbed my finger through it just a teeny bit, and I will swatch it on the back of my hand here. With these kind of shades, I do love to use my finger. Like, look at how pretty. That was just literally one swatch, and it's so pretty. It's too pink for what I want to do right now, so I am going to go in with this copper shade, but let me swatch it for y'all one time. Here we go. So there we go. Those are your two shimmer shades that it comes with. All right, so now that I feel like I have a good distribution of the shade on the inner corner, I'm going back to my Sigma E40. I don't have any additional product on it, but do you see how harsh this is here blending up into my brow bone? I'm just gonna soften it up a teeny bit. It doesn't take much, and this is what I mean with like a good brush. It'll kind of do the work for you. So because I just showed you guys with my finger, it just works amazing. Something with the shimmer, the formula of shimmer shades, it works better with your finger applying it as opposed to a brush. So that is what I'm going to do. Again, I'm going into this kind of like blue brown copper shade. So I'm gonna apply it on my lid, right in the center. So what I do is I place my finger down right in the center, and once I know that that's the majority of the product is on the lid, I will kind of pounce my finger gently a little bit over the outer corner and a little bit over the inner corner. Not all the way in, just a smidge. So now if you can see, it's only in the center, and you can still see the red on this side and the red on the inner corner. All right, so I'm going in just a little bit more to deepen up the red, just a teeny bit. This is kind of just like what I do. I know everyone's different. I kind of like to go in back and forth. I really take my time with certain eyeshadow looks. Yeah, I'm gonna be using Nylon by MAC with just a flat shader brush just to highlight the brow bone. I love, a lot of people this is a like controversial thing in the makeup industry. A lot of people like using matte shades. I think it looks so tacky. But then other people think putting shimmer on your brow bone is tacky. So I think it's like, it's so dull. Like you need this to make your makeup like stand out a little bit or something. But also don't do one that's like intensely shimmery. Nylon is one of my favorites. This is Shroom by MAC is also a good one. So I'm going back to the E40. Again, no additional product on it, but just to blend out that red and the brow bone highlight just a teeny bit more. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop off camera. I'm going to do my eyeliner, my lashes, and the rest of my face, and I will be right back. All right, you guys, I am back. I did my lashes, my liner, I did the rest of my face. Again, all of the products that I used will be listed in the description box if you're curious. Again, I did try to go MAC heavy with this tutorial just so I don't know, like one brand kind of deal. So I wanted to finish touching up my eyes before I complete the entire look. So I wanted to fill you guys in on that process. Going back in with the red shade, I'm taking this kind of like liner brush, a shader liner brush. So as you can see, I have a little bit of that red shadow. So I am going to just put this is called like a drop shadow. You apply it right beneath your lower lash line for a little pop of color. It's kind of common knowledge in the makeup industry that you need to be very careful with reds. This is the most common allergy, I guess, so you need to be very careful. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with the Sigma E30 pencil brush that we were using, and I'm gonna just kind of blend this out just a little bit. I don't want it to be too smoky, I just want it to be blended out a little bit so it's not just like a crazy harsh line beneath my lashes. So as I mentioned, there wasn't a brow bone highlight in here. I did use my own, I mentioned it in the video, but what I also like to do is just kind of a little tip for you guys. Whatever highlight you use on your face, to tie it in with the entire look, I do like to take a little bit and pop it right beneath the brow and then disperse it just a little bit, just a little added touch. I did put a teeny bit of this in my inner corner as well. Lastly, for the eyes, I'm just gonna apply some of my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, just a little bit to blend in my lashes with the false lashes and then on my lower lash line as well. I'm also gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of highlight to the bridge of my nose as well as the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow. You know what? I'm gonna do one little quick outfit change and then we will be back to finish off the look. Be right back. Tecnocumbia. And that's it, that's the transformation. I am officially Selena Quintanilla. No, not really, I know you guys, believe me. I know that I look nothing like her. I just wanted the opportunity to buy a Selena wig. I've got my bustier on, I've got my hoop earrings on, so I'm going to finish off this look, of course, with the lipstick. Now, the one lipstick that I got my hand on was this nude shade, which is called Selena Vive. So I am first going to apply a lip liner, which is the shade Soar from MAC. MAC has probably my favorite lip liners. I think that they are just so creamy and they apply so easily and they stay on, and that's just very comfortable. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this and then we will move forward with the lipstick. This lipstick formula is MAC's Creamsheen lipstick. All right, you guys, and that is going to do it for my Selena transformation using the newest collection collaboration that she did with MAC, that her family did with MAC. I am definitely a very happy customer. The lipstick is obviously this nude shade, which is absolutely something that I will get tremendous use out of. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys were able to grab anything from this collection. Are you a fan of Selena? Do you not even know who I'm talking about? You just see me put on this ridiculous wig and you're like, oh, did Erika turn herself into Cher? Is she,
babe,
Morphe? Or no, what's her name?
Morticia.
Morphe?
No, hold on. Now you're Morticia.
There you go. I will leave everything linked. The leather jacket is mine, but I did get this bustier off of Amazon. You're in a pinch, Amazon got your back. Halloween's coming up. If you want to turn yourself into Selena, this was seriously super easy. You could throw on some leather Spanx and
Como la flor.
Tecnocumbia. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe before you leave. Apparently doing transformations is now on my channel. This isn't really a transformation. It's like my take on makeup. I just put a wig and a glittery bra on and I consider it like a transformation. But I do plan on doing more of these segments on my channel where I transform myself into some of my favorite celebrities, characters, God knows.
She was Freddie Mercury. If you missed it, she had a mustache.
I did. It's good. It's good. Thank you. Shout out. I don't have to shout out myself. I'm like, it's really good. Trust me. I look just like this.
There's no Selena Funko or I would hold that up.
I know.
Funko,
you're watching my Selena video.
It's Hispanic Heritage Month.
They showed that missed opportunity.
How dare they?
Missed opportunity. I could have promoted for you with all my viewers.
Yeah.
All my subscribers would have been buying this Funko, obviously. Again, a special thank you to Christine for asking me to participate in this collab. Be sure to check out everyone else's videos. They will all be listed in the description box below. I can't wait to see what everyone did to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. Gracias por ver mi video y espero verlos próximamente. Bye.
Hello, my name is Erika. That's the Russian.
Russian.
That's the Russian.
Wrong one. Wrong Heritage Month. I was so excited when Christine had brought this to my attention. I feel like most of you might know that I am Hispanic, I'm Mexican.
I'm turning my volume up right now. She's Mexican, that's where she left off.
Mama Imelda's about to come out. The washing machine.
If they give me Selena Gomez one more time, I'm gonna...
Dude, I flipped out. I just like Selena.
Like
if I wanted Gomez, I would have typed Gomez. I can't wait. You don't look anything like Selena. Ay, como me duele. Ding, ding, ding. I was ready for you to like drop the beat.
I didn't think you wanted me to.
Oh, I did.